the solar flares have kicked out, it has a significant impact on the magnetic field of the planet and the amount of radiation that happens. Unless you believe you understand, you cannot accept anything. The solar flare activity in the sun has gone up significantly and it's going up further. Maybe about 17, 18 months ago, it started. When the solar flares increase, it has a significant impact on the magnetic field of the planet and the amount of radiation that happens. There are various things, I don't want to go into the science of it, but it has serious impact on all planets. Our concern is Earth. A few people who come from Mars, they all have their own problems, but on planet Earth, there is significant impact, all life is impacted. Unless you believe you understand, you cannot accept anything. This is a very crippling state. But unfortunately, people have come to this. When I say you believe you understand, do you really understand how this planet is spinning and how it is going around the sun and how this is all working and how it is impacting your body and how you're living and how your breath is happening? Do you really understand? But you read it in the sixth standard textbook. You're a textbook scientist and you know all of it, you know everything. So, essentially, except for a few top-notch scientists maybe, but the rest of them, science is like religion, they just believe. What is said in one book, if you believe, you become religious. If you believe what is said in many textbooks, you become scientific. Very few people are real scientists who are genuinely exploring. So for most of the humanity, I'm talking about the educated class of people, science is generally like religion. Only thing is, with science, you could change your opinion after 2 years. With religion, if you change, you'll get poked. Except for that, it is the same kind of belief system. So these solar flares are happening, autonomic nervous system is seriously impacted by this, everybody knows this.
According to the article published by NASA, in January, you will have the opportunity to take in 4 bright planets in a single sweeping view. Now these events are sometimes called alignments of the planets. And while it's true that they will appear more or less along a line across the sky, that's what planets always do. That line is called the ecliptic, and it represents the plane of the solar system in which the planets orbit around the sun. This is incidentally why we sometimes observe planets appearing to approach closely to each other on the sky, as we view them along a line while they careen around the cosmic racetrack. This is exactly what we will be seeing from Venus and Saturn as they head for a super close approach in mid-January. After the beginning of the month, they quickly get closer and closer each evening, appearing at their most cozy on the 17th and 18th before going their separate ways. Here are the phases of the moon for January.
The very process of our birth is connected to these cycles. If you complete 7 solar cycles, you will complete 1008 lunar cycles. That is, if you live for 84 years and 3 months, you would have completed 7 solar cycles and 1008 lunar cycles. If you just manage to live that long, if you just manage to live to complete 7 solar cycles and 1008 lunar cycles, then you can break a certain bond with the earth. Your bond with the planet is broken largely and very easily, with very little assistance. Even if you know nothing about anything, with very little assistance, you can go beyond the cycles of birth and death, because your bond with the planet and the material of the planet, the memory of which you carry within you and the memory of you, the material also carries, you will break that bond. Once this bond is broken, then the work that needs to be done is very simple. When people say the salt of the earth, it has more meaning than most people understand. You are the salt of the earth. This whole body is just a small blob which has just popped out of this planet. What you call as myself right now is just a little blob of earth which just splashes out and falls back. And this keeps happening. because there is a bond between the planet and you. The energy that you refer to as myself and the material which has become the manifestation of yourself. These two things have gotten linked, it's a very deep, it's a very profound relationship. But if you complete 7 cycles of the sun along with that you complete 1008 lunar cycles, then your bond with the planet is largely broken. From there on, it becomes very simple. With a very small push, it could be done.
To get free tips on food, health, Ayurveda, lifestyle, and yoga by Sadhguru, please join our WhatsApp and Telegram link below.